where this methodology can be utilized. So we have already spoken about overthinking. If you are going into thinking loop, if you are having a relationship issue, so for example, some point in the relationship something happened with someone, maybe had a fight, or maybe some kind of incident happened in relationship that is bothering you, and it is keep coming in your head as a overthinking and creates anxiety, you can utilize this methodology to get rid of that. Self-esteem issue, for example, self-esteem, self-confident, might be you are presenting yourself in front of people, going to present in your work, or somewhere you're trying to showcase yourself and then things did not work, or some kind of performance you want to have from yourself. For example, you want to grow in career but you are not getting courage to speak out. All these are self esteem issues. If that kind of scenario is there in your life which is bothering you, the moments that you can get rid of from these methods. Any kind of fear that you have had in the past, if you have a fear, that also going to get relieved from this methodology. Any job related thought, for example, weak confidence, performance issues, all these are there, and that every time when you think about it and it puts you in the bad loop. Hey, how would I do that? Hey, I'm not applying for the job. What if I've been out of job for so many months? I don't know what to do. All these are creating a bad performance of yours. Bad productivity creation happens. So that is where also you can utilize this concept that you are going to learn today. Any kind of accident that might have happened in your life where it's traumatic event, maybe that could be something can be relieved from it. Any kind of trauma, any kind of accident, if someone is going through breakup, maybe divorce also, this is going to be helpful. And any kind of negative life events that is coming back in your overthinking loop and bothering you, you can get rid of that using the methodology we are going to teach today. It can be applicable at many other situations. What I want you to do is I want you to learn this. When you have learned it well, you will be able to utilize it wherever you think it is applicable. So that is what this art about. So that is why it is called art. Okay, it's not just science, it's not just a step, but how are you going to utilize that step? How are you going to learn to utilize that step? Okay, so these are the situation where the whole concept is going to work. So it wouldn't be wise if I do not share what are the specific use cases where people have utilized this method that you are going to learn today. Shruti is the person who had the childhood trauma. She have been sexually harassed, as well as she had built this negative connotation or negative feeling around men. Okay, and then she was going through this, and every time this harassment or any bad event with people, men in her life in fact, started popping up and started affecting her performance. Even she was working professional, earning good, decent, have a very clear cut career, were good at education, but that thought was coming in her mind and every time it was impacting her performance. So she came out of that difficult situation using the methodology which you are going to learn. We know this the person who had the issue with workplace communication, and every time he used to get into this fear that, you know what, if I stand up and talk to the people who are my boss or my senior or my client, I will not be able to do well. And this thought was actually creating a negative loop within him, and he was not able to perform well at work, and he was having a communication issue. The communication issue was not that big, but because of this thinking, he started depreciating his value, and from there the performance has started going bad. And for him, he was a divorced person, so he was not able to get out of the divorce because he somehow it was stuck, that thought was stuck, and then he was not able to move out. So there he had utilized this method. Sunita was the person who actually lost one of her family member who was closest to her, and she tried to cope up with it from many years. She could not, and that the day when she lost her family member, it was bothering her every single day, and the pain was so bad that she was running a company, and in couple of years she end up just joining as a fresher on the salary not even 1/10 she used to earn. Okay, the performance has gone down. She was somehow surviving, and she came out of that situation and later handled a very big firm from outside country, and she has become the head of the India. So she tried this method and she came out of it. Karan is the person, very accomplished person from Mumbai, and he had a family relationship issue, not a good connection with his wife. He loved his wife, he loved his kid, but somewhere a lot of small family nuances that will happen that will always bother his work. uh, at home, and whenever he goes to office, that exactly same thing he will carry. So that small tiny family challenges, family discussions will bother him to the level that it will start impacting his performance and he'll just give up his career. He was into that situation and utilized this methodology. So that's my point. I want to share across is all these people worked on themselves in few sessions, few steps, they were able to come out. So that is the game. I'm just telling you, that is the impact. I'm just telling you how, what this methodology could have.